Hi, Guelph moms. This is a clip of Penny Norkett's episode 6 of the Tamsen Connects Guelph Moms podcast. It turned out to be about 45 minutes long. I'm taking some shorter clips so that you can either watch the whole thing and then come back to the tapping if you want to do it in the future, or if you really just want to start with the tapping and you don't feel you have time to watch the whole 45-minute episode. If you have not yet, I urge you to go back and watch the whole 45-minute episode. She does some things that are easier to follow visually, and she provides a lot of additional information. So I hope you enjoy this clip and find it useful, and see you at the end.
Okay, so would you allow me to just start tapping?
Absolutely. So what do we need to think about before we get started? Like, we should probably be in a place where we're not going to be interrupted, or what do we need to do?
That really helps to be grounded. If you have anything, like if you know how to ground yourself, like get your, it depends if you, I don't know how spiritual people are in the group or not, but ground yourself. There is, okay, so this is a spoon. You can rub a spoon on the bottom of your feet. This is from Eden Energy Medicine. You can rub a spoon on the bottom of your feet to ground yourself. And this is really good to do in winter when you can't just go outside in nature and get grounded.
Okay.
That's so just put your feet right on the ground. So just ground yourself.
Yeah, I'm awkward in this chair. It's a little high, but I know like I do meditations, and I know I'm better if everyone else has gone to bed and I'm upstairs at the kitchen table, because my feet lie flatter and it just definitely feels more solid, right? Okay.
Excellent. So you ground yourself. And then which one are we gonna just go through a tap? Like, do you want to do tapping with me?
Sure.
And
I'm here. I want to try this.
Okay, so
you mentioned a finger one for kids too, so we don't have to start with that one, but I'd like to get back to that.
No, that is just something really quick. So if you have a child that is nervous, and you can teach them a saying that feels right to them. Always, their own words are the best words to use. So
okay.
If I am safe now. So with your thumb, you touch every finger and you make I am safe now.
Okay, so just 4 words you want, and then it becomes a pattern.
I am happy now. Like, you can change whatever. So if you're really, really sad and crying, and so it's like changing it up. And it's something really quick. People can do this anytime, anywhere, and nobody else really knows what you're doing. So it's a very secret way of tapping and getting yourself grounded. Get back to, I am safe now. I am safe now. And that's really what people need to feel right now, is feel safe. So much is out of our control in the world right now. And this is a beautiful way to let go of your fears. And when we're fearful, we can't think properly. And it really shuts us down. So if we can release some of this fear, it can get the flow going again and get your creativity going. And if you are doing something productive, that is one of the blessings of tapping, is to get rid of the fear and move forward. It's not that fear actually isn't that bad, but if it's stopping you from doing something and it's making you feel uncomfortable, or just procrastination is actually fear. I find I can do dishes, I can do this, instead of doing what you need to do. We have so many fears: fear of not being worthy, fear of not being good enough, fear of not being able to handle things. Those are all like really root fears that so many of us have. And once you let go of them, and you've got the confidence, like, oh, wait a minute, then you can do anything. You can turn your hair pink. You can do a painting. You can do I have never painted a 5-foot by 4-foot painting, and I have now. And if that's in your heart to do it, go for it. Like, you can just start somewhere, start small. So the very first thing is you get grounded. Do you have some water with you?
Yes, water, tea. I'm hydrated.
Perfect. Because
Yes.
what the very first thing we need to do is, well, the first step is that we are going to rate the feeling of anxiety in our body, and the and then when we have a number, then we can we're going to reduce it, and people can follow along. So wherever they feel it in them, and then we just have to, we're going to do some tapping, setup statement. We acknowledge the negative first. May sound counterintuitive. We want to just say the affirmations. I am happy. I am carefree. But if your brain does not believe that, because there's this negative thing going on, it's like, I can't go on Facebook Live. This is too scary. I'm going to be judged. Too many people are going to be watching me. Nobody's going to be watching me. There's all these thoughts that go through your head.
Mm-hmm.
We have to acknowledge all of those thoughts. And then you can, once you've tapped that out, then you can go do your Facebook Live or whatever you are fearful of. You can move past it and enjoy your life. So the first thing is we're just going to do a body scan, and I actually shut my eyes to do this. May look a little weird, but just take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then imagine yourself like a mini me on the top of your head. And I just need you to just, as you breathe in and as you breathe out, start lowering yourself down into your body. So breathe in and breathe out, and breathe yourself down into your head, into your eyes, and just notice if there's any pain in your body as you move down, in and out, your neck area, your shoulders, into your chest, down into your hips, your stomach, your legs, right down to the ground. And as you've done this little body scan, was there any part of you that felt fearful?
I don't think so. I do have some aches and pains, but I don't.
Okay, so what spoke to you? Let's do, like, this is where
my shoulders are tight.
Each person is different.
My shoulders are tight and my hips are sore.
What's that?
My shoulders are tight because they always are, and my hips are sore because they mostly often are. So
hips came up first. So hips are lower, the lower body, and this is where, so I actually don't think that's fear. So you don't have fear, so we're gonna have to fake it. Because you're not fearful, and I don't.
Not right now. I'll say not right now.
I don't have any fear in me now either, but it's all along the same. So what you're feeling. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest. What type of pain are you feeling in your hips?
2.
A 2, yeah.
And my shoulders, I know I have stuff going on in my body. I have, yeah.
How much tension is your shoulders? How much tension are you feeling in your shoulders?
My normal.
What is your normal? Scale of 1 to 10.
I'm never relaxed. I'm just saying 2. I have a pretty high pain tolerance, so I don't know what. But 2 out of 10.
This is because usually 2 is I stop tapping because like, okay, you're good. So normally, but this is the thing. So this is, but I wanted to share as we go through. What are you? So if you think of something that you're fearful of, and that when you think of. So the body scan was a way to see what your body is saying that you need.
I can think of something happening to my son, and I can get really scared really fast. So.
Okay, so this is fearful for your son. Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, what is that fear?
Oh, I don't even know. That's the thing that scares me the most. If I think about that, if I start running a horror movie of something horrible happening to him, boom.
Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, would we say 10 is a fair number?
Sure. Go for 9 because I just I hate going to the extremes. I'm too much of a scientist.
It's like, is it 11? Okay.
I need a little room to move. So.
Excellent. This is so awesome. And so where are you feeling that? If something was bad to happen to your son, where do you feel that?
My chest. I feel tight.
It's all your chest.
It wasn't there before, and then I think of something happening to my son, and I'm like,
okay, awesome. Okay, so this is beautiful. This is what we are going to share with our audience to know that if they think of something that they're fearful of. So if they did the body scan and they have a number higher than 2 somewhere in their body, they can tap along using that. But we're going to go right now to about your son, and it's always your words. Mean your brain listens to your words more than anything. So if I say something that doesn't feel right, you can switch up the words.
okay.
And I'm trying to do generic, so I'm not going to use your son's name. But even though my son, and you can fill in the blank. So even though, like for me, even though my son Kyle has this awful migraine, I choose to love. So that was like, my fear was like when he was so ill, but that my fear was that it would not go away, and it didn't go away for over 5 years. So that was a big fear happening with me. And so for you, it's, you have this horror story. Something might happen to your son, right? That's what we're going to go with. Okay. So the first thing is we have a number 9, and it's in your chest area, like that's your heart. Like that was like. He really is. Our children are our hearts walking outside our body, like truly. Yeah. And so to have something bad happen to your son is big, and not being able to protect him, not being there for him. He has to, one day leave the confines of our home, and to know that he will be okay, and that you're a great mom, and that you are giving him the tools that he needs to survive in the world, like you are. That's what you're doing right now. But we are going to tap, starting with the negative, and then we're going to put in some of these positive thoughts. I just kind of said now, jumped ahead a bit, but it's more for explanation for others to know where we're going with this. And so right here, the first part is called a setup statement, and it is tapping right along from your wrist, right up to your fingers. And
does it matter which? Do you use your dominant hand, non-dominant hand? Does it matter?
It's what feels right to you.
Okay.
It's no right or wrong. It's what, and some people want to have it in a fist. Some people have it out straight. So it's whatever. Okay. So we say a setup statement 3 times, and it could be the exact same setup statement. Like if you're a brand new beginner, just saying the same thing 3 times may be enough for you. Or we can say 2 things and 3 things. It's whatever. I like to get more bang for my buck. So I like to put a bunch of things and not just one. But this is for, if you're starting out, you can use just the first one and say it 3 times. But for, we're going to do a little. So let's go. Even though. And repeat after me.
So we're just constantly moving?
Yeah, tapping here. Going you repeat after me. Even though I have this number 9 fear.
I have a number 9 fear.
Of something bad happening to my son.
Of something bad happening to my son.
I choose.
To
love.
Honor.
And accept myself. Even though I can feel it in my chest. A tightness. I choose. To love, honor, and accept myself. Even though my very worst fear is something happening to my son. I choose to love, honor, and accept myself. Now the next point is, I'm going to take my glasses off, is it's the eyebrow point. It's a little bone area right above your eyebrow. You you can use one hand, two hands. Most of the famous people doing this use just two hands because it looks more professional to show their face. But me, I want more bang. My name's Penny. I want more bang for my buck. I use all fingers and lightly strum because I want as many meridian points to be touched. And we just say something that a fear that comes up is like, what if I can't protect him?
Okay. Well, I'm going to take my glasses off. I can't see anything. You tell me if it looks like I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah, you're perfect.
Okay.
What if something happens to my son?
What if something happens to my son?
Side of the eye. So this is right where the bone is.
I can't see.
I know. This is me back and forth. So on the side of the eye, right where the bone is, you tap right here.
Okay.
Right here. And both sides and go, I can't protect him all the time.
I can't protect him all the time.
Under the eyes. And again, right where the bone is. And this is a very sensitive spot, so very lightly. I can't be with him 24/7.
I can't be with him 24/7.
Under the nose. And this is where you can purse your lip and tap right here, like purse your lip down and under the nose. What if I'm not there for him?
What if I'm not there for him?
Chin point. It's a little crease in your chin.
Mm-hmm.
Right there. I don't want something bad to happen to him.
I don't want something bad to happen to him.
He's such a sweet little guy. I don't want anything bad to happen to him.
I don't want anything bad to happen to him.
I love him so much.
I love him so much.
Now we move down to the collarbone point. You find your collarbone and you move out. So then just tap here. Okay. You can also use the flat of your hand if that's more comfortable for you. And this is, I wish the doctors were better. I wish they knew. I wish they could help him more.
I wish things were more in my control.
I wish things were more in my control. I hate that. This is what's coming up for me because this is, So like I felt,
we have different
I did feel helpless that the doctors didn't have the answers. The doctors didn't know everything. And I was really fearful that something really bad was happening to my son. So I don't know if this relates, if you can feel
I hate that I don't know what might happen. I hate that I have horror movies that go on in my head that probably will never happen.
Yeah, this is right. Like, it's like our imagination is worse than reality. I hate
that something's going to happen to me and he has to deal with it.
Oh, wow, that's powerful. I am afraid something's going to happen to me.
Or his dad, and he has to deal with
that. And he won't have an advocate for him. I kind of froze there.
Yeah, I lost you for a bit.
Okay, we're back. Okay. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're back. Okay, now this one is the underarm. So it's hand under the arm. It's right, like chicken wings. It's right along the bra line.
Okay, bra. And you just...
And this is
and you just like do. That kind of with the other.
Some people do this. Some people cross arms. This. Some people do it this way. I do the chicken arms. I don't care.
Okay.
I'm a chicken.
Feels like a hug this way.
Yeah, this is like a nice big hug, and it's like, oh my gosh, what would happen if something happened to us? Who would care?
Yeah, what would happen? What would happen to him if something happened to?
Who would love him as much as I love him?
No one.
Yeah, like that's a big fear.
No one can love him as much as I love him.
I love the kid to death. He's my heart. He's my heart rocking out of my body. But this fear isn't helping me.
This fear is not helping me.
It's not serving me. And I'm starting to let it go.
And I'm starting to let it go.
The next point, I'm going to back up a little bit.
Okay.
This one, so many people with tapping don't show it, and this is one of the best this is the best one for fear. It's under your rib cage right here. And it's
it felt when at the beginning, it really did feel, as soon as I thought of something bad happening, it felt like here. So I can, if we're trying to activate something happening.
So right here.
I'm not showing it, but you are, so.
Yeah, so tap right here and go, there's so many possibilities of what could happen to him.
There are so many possibilities of things that could happen to him.
And it's like a continuous loop. This horror story in my head.
Yes, the horror story in my head needs to stop playing, and it doesn't want to.
It just keeps playing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not serving him.
It's not serving him.
It's not serving him. It's not serving me.
It's not serving me.
It isn't serving me. And I'm ready to let some of this fear go.
And I'm ready to let some of this fear go. And hope it stays gone for a long, long time.
And I want to know if people are yawning now or laughing. Laughing is a release. It's coming out of you. Some people cry. Some people have to go to the bathroom. It truly is different things for different people. But top of the head, this is irrational fear.
Okay.
This doesn't make sense. I don't have to be fearful.
I don't have to be fearful.
He's going to be okay.
He's going to be okay, and there's more fear than makes sense.
It doesn't make sense to be fearful. We've managed so far.
We've managed so far.
And he's an amazing child.
And he's amazing. He is.
He's an amazing kid.
This feels weird.
It feels weird? He is an amazing kid, though. He's like
just where I just feel like I need to move. So
you can just go around, in a circle around the top of your head, and then take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out, and let it go. Just let this fear go. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, what is your fear of something happening to your son?
It's lower, definitely. But I don't want to, I can tell, I can go back to that thought, and I don't want to, but I don't have to, which is nice.
You have to. So now you felt it, right? You can feel what's going on in your body. Take a sip of water. As you have released some of this irrational fear. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't serve anybody. That you feeling nervous about him, the anxiety about something happening to him doesn't serve you.
Mm-hmm. The things we can't control, right? A lot of our suffering, we torture ourselves about things we can't control. So I hope you found that clip of Penny Norkett's episode 6 of the Tamsen Connects Guelph Moms podcast useful. I do urge you, as I said at the beginning, to go back and watch the 45-minute episode when you have time. So I hope you found this helpful. Bye for now.